Hello, everyone. Mm, Thank you for joining us for this live session. I hope you all are doing well. In the last two sessions, we met Dr. Shreya and Dr. Monal, who helped us understand laser hair reduction as a process and busted the related myths and facts. We also got to know how seamlessly the reduction machine functions on the unnecessary hair and can help us get rid of our irregular painful waxing sessions. I'm sure that both the sessions were quite informative as well as insightful for you all. Although we tried our best to clear your doubts and questions, we noticed that there were many more questions around laser hair reduction asked by all of you. So, in today's session, we are back with Dr. Shreya, who will help us address those questions. We also have a special announcement today. By the end of this session, we will choose 5 lucky winners who will get a 10% off on laser hair reduction. The winner for this will be decided based on the questions that they post in the comment section. So don't forget to keep posting the questions in the comment box down below and use the hashtag UCLaserLounge. So coming back, Dr. Shreya is a PG diploma in clinical dermatology, MSc in clinical dermatology, and is practicing a dermatologist with 10 plus years of experience. Welcome, Dr. Shreya Shah. Thank you for joining us again today.
Hey, hi Sanjana. Thank you for having me.
Hi. So, to begin with, I would like to ask you a very interesting question that a lot of people have asked. So, why is it called a laser hair reduction and not laser hair removal?
Hmm. Okay, so very interesting question. I understand that everybody is worried whether this is permanent or not. I would like to clear that this is definitely a permanent way of reducing your hair. Now, why am I saying reducing? Because your hair grows in three stages: anagen, catagen, and telogen. Laser works only on anagen phase because that's the only phase where your hair root is attached, and the laser light works on the hair root. In catagen and telogen, the hair root is not attached, and hence the light does not work at that particular spot. At in any given point of time, approximately around 16 to 18% of your hair is in anagen. Hence, we require number of sessions also. Otherwise, we would have just targeted everything in one session and we would be done with it, right? But because we need multiple sessions and we target anagen hair in every session, there is a possibility that after 6 to 8 sessions, you would get few hair strands back after 6 months or 1 year. And hence, we recommend you to do touch up sessions or maintenance sessions 2 to 3 times after completing your entire cycle of hair reduction, which is why we don't call this removal and we call this reduction, considering that in every session we will be reducing your hair by 16 to 18%, and then of course slowly going to more than 90% reduction in 6 to 8 sessions, and then doing touch up sessions or maintenance session for that remaining 10% of very fine strands.
Okay, sorry, I was in mute. So also, okay, that was very interesting. So the next question that we have is there any specific age frame for this treatment? Can this be done in old age?
Hmm. So anybody who is above 15 years should can get this done. In the old age, the problem is that if you have white hair, then the laser does not work. The laser works on dark colored hair because laser targets the melanin, the color in the hair follicle, and not particularly. So if you have a white hair or a gray hair, then it does not work. Hence, it's difficult to determine the results in the old age if your hair color has lightened up or it is gray or white in color. Anything which is brown, dark brown, black, it's going to work wonders. And you have to do it at appropriate parameters, etc. as well. Uh, all these is taken care by urban company doctors. You can just do a consultation, and they will look at your color, and then they will recommend you that this will work, how much percent will work, in how many sessions it will work. All that will be told to you before you start the service, so you have an entire runway of how this is going to happen.
Okay, so now I would also like to point out that the link for the Urban Company app is pinned in the box. So, coming to the next question, this is one that came up a lot about when we can see the results. So, how many sessions are usually needed to see the results?
Yeah, this is a very common question, Sanjana. So, 6 to 8 sessions is what we recommend for 90% reduction. However, if somebody is going through hormonal imbalances, PCOD, thyroid, etc., then we tell them that you might require 3 to 4 extra sessions. Then, and you might also require to do the session at a certain span of like certain gap, basically one session in 3 months or one session in 6 months, depending on your hair growth. All these calls are taken by the doctors at Urban Company.
Okay. So, now I would like to remind the audiences that I hope you are pinning your questions to the comment section and using the hashtag UC Laser Lounge as well. So, moving on to the next question. Many people have oily skin and develop face acne frequently. So, can they go for laser hair reduction as well?
Yes. So many people do have oily skin. I agree with this, especially when it comes to summers. Your skin tends to become more oily, and just there's a lot of sebum collection, etc. Uh, Laser works as well in a dry skin as it would work in an oily skin. It does not matter what kind of skin you have, because ultimately it works on the hair follicle and not on your skin. It does not matter what your skin type is. It works only on the hair follicle and does not affect your skin at all. Hence, it will work on any skin type.
Okay. So, and doctor, like I have very sensitive skin. So, can I also get it done?
Yes, absolutely. Just like I said, it works on the laser, works on the hair root and not on the skin. So it seamlessly does a job without affecting your skin at all. So it can be done in any kind of skin.
Okay. So, now I think we'll take up a few questions from the audience. Okay. So, one question we have is it suitable for all skin types?
Yes, just like I was saying, it is absolutely suitable for every skin type. Priyanka, you can just like rest assured that whatever skin type you have, you can go for the laser. Don't worry.
Okay, so next question is there a regrowth post laser treatment?
Right. So, Ria, there is not a regrowth per se. What happens is that your some hair strands might remain, and hence you might require maintenance session after your 6 to 8 sessions of your treatment, which you would want to do maybe once a year for a couple of years, and then you should be fine. There is not regrowth until and unless you have a bad hormonal imbalance, or you've just gone through a spout of PCOD or something of that sort.
Okay. Next question we have is how many sessions are compulsory for better results?
Right. So I recommend 6 to 8 sessions compulsory for your 90% reduction of your hair, be it on any body part. Where there is dark, thick hair, the results are much faster. But because hair targets only anagen phase hair and only 16 to 18% in every cycle, you might feel the hair has gone, but it will come back, and hence you will require 6 to 8 sessions.
Okay, so now we'll put a pause on audience questions, but make sure you keep posting your questions and we will come back to it later. So, coming to the next question, doctor, if anyone has health issues other than menopause or PCOD, is laser hair reduction advisable then, or do we have to consult the doctor before taking it?
Anybody and everybody can do this, Sanjana. It is as normal as a service or a treatment as it can get. It, you just have to take few post care precautions which you usually would take even in a salon procedure or in a normal clinic procedure. That's about it. It is safe, it is effective, it is just very very hassle free.
Okay, that's really easy. I would take a moment to remind the audience that the Urban Company page link has been linked in the pinned in the bio, so don't forget to check it out. So, doctor, we have been receiving a lot of questions about the safety of this procedure, and everyone wants to know if the process is safe and whether or not it would lead to any damage to the skin. So, if you could enlighten us a bit on that.
Sure. So it was investigated properly in 1995 and 1996 before it became commercially available to us as a treatment. Okay. So it is US FDA approved. It has its proper literature, all the research, its contraindications, its safety, everything in place before it went public to normal consumer. Hence, to speak for its safety, I, even Urban Company machine is US FDA approved. It is triple wavelength, has a very cool tip, and it is absolutely painless. So it's absolutely safe process.
Okay, okay. Uh, so, the next question that we have is, can we can we wax or use an epilator before the first session or in between two sessions of getting a laser hair reduction done?
Yeah, this is a very interesting one. So I'll tell you what, Sanjana. So before your first session, if you wax, right? So waxing is pulling off your hair from the root temporary. It's going to come back next month. But if you have waxed today and you do the laser tomorrow or after a week, you don't have the root. Because you don't have the root, the laser light is not going to work. Hence, waxing is a strict no-no because there is no root and it will not, the laser will not work. But if you want to shave between your sessions, you can do so. Because shaving is just getting rid of your hair above your skin. Your roots are still there for laser to work. And the results will be as good. So shaving
Okay,
is not at all a problem. But waxing, I would really tell you that it's a big contraindication. If you wax, then there is no point of doing laser.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. Doctor, what about an epilator? So, like, if not razor or waxing, then an epilator.
Epilator is also okay because it again just removes your hair above the skin. The roots are still going to be intact, and hence you can use a epilator before your laser session or between your laser sessions. Say, for example, if I am getting my laser session done today, okay, after few days I have few strands coming back because obviously in one session all my hair is not gone. So
Mm-hmm.
when I have hair coming back and I want to attend a party or a wedding or any kind of a function, I can just use a razor or something of that sort to remove it superficially above the skin for
Okay.
temporary means. Then whenever I get my full growth, I can go for my second session.
Okay.
That's the idea behind using the razor.
Okay. So, like a razor and epilator are a yes, but waxing is a no.
Yes, please.
Okay. So, another very commonly asked question is that does it affect the hair growth quality, or like does it increase the hair growth in that particular area after the session, or does the hair regrow in a thicker manner, a thinner manner?
Hmm. Yeah, I understand that people are pretty worried about this entire procedure. But what happens is, if, for example, this is your root, if you can see my hand, yeah, this is your
Yeah.
root,
Yeah.
and the laser is working, then the laser
Hmm.
attacks the root and it just closes the follicle. So there is a hair, it just does not come out of the follicle because the laser has already worked here and done its job, right? It's
Okay.
targeted the melanel of this particular hair and it's done its job.
Hmm.
So once you do the laser, and if that hair is in anagen phase, then it's not going to come back. It's not. It's the question is not going to be whether it is thick, thin. It does not matter. It will just not come back because that hair is already treated. The service is done there, right? We have to target the other remaining hair that have not been targeted in the previous session. That's the science behind it. Does this make
Okay,
sense?
okay. Yeah, yeah, it absolutely does make sense. So, if someone is taking a laser hair reduction session from somewhere else, so can they start their service from Urban Company?
Hmm, absolutely. I know, like I have been answering this question quite a bit now because I know that a lot of people are doing these services from clinics. They have been doing these
Yes, yes,
services for clinics for a very long time. And Urban Company, as soon as it has landed at home service in laser, it's just gone crazy, isn't it? It's
yeah,
amazing
absolutely.
such response, and I'm just very happy that people have trusted Urban Company with this service so much. Not just that, people are very happy with Urban Company laser service, considering the
Exactly.
machine is USFDA approved, the doctor is in place, she's taking care of you throughout the journey and all of that. It just becomes very easy, hassle free. You can do it at your convenience, at your home, in your space, basically, right? So yeah, like if you have done the session from outside and if you come and do it from Urban Company, what we do is we set your parameters accordingly. We know that you have done your 3 sessions from outside, and hence your fluence or your frequency, pulse width, etc., will be set as per your fourth session if you would be taking from clinic with Urban Company device. So the doctor at that point will read up your form and have a word with you, have a chat with you, and she will tell you that okay, fine, because you have done so many sessions, for example 5 sessions, then these should be your parameters for this and this reason. She will explain it to you in detail, and then tell you that these are going to be your parameters, and as soon as you take your service with those parameters, you will just not realize whether you did it from clinic or you did it from Urban Company. It's just absolutely the same because your
Okay.
laser machine is great, right? That's what matters at the end.
Okay, of course, that's so true. So, doctor, you mentioned USF, like it is approved by USFDA and all. So, if you could kindly explain like how it adds to the quality of the Urban Company machines, the USFDA tag.
Got it. So any device that you would see that is there in the market, it should be licensed, it should be approved by a proper authority. When I say USFDA approved, it is the most trusted thing for any kind of cosmetic machine, any medical machine, any even any medicines for that matter, uh, on the platform, etc. Right? So when you say USFDA approved, it just gives you that kind of caliber to your machine that okay, my machine is approved by a licensed authority. It is absolutely safe. It has been tried and tested with multiple cohorts, and it's ready to use, and nothing is going to happen to me. So that kind of confidence is something that this certification gives you. The vendor of this machine must have worked really hard to get it USFDA approved, would have worked uh, very very deeply on its safety, on its efficacy to get this approved by the authority. So that's the importance of this. Not every machine is USFDA approved. In fact, to get a USFDA approval is very very difficult as well. It's not a very easy job. It takes years of research to get this done.
Okay, okay. So we can like safely say that the Urban Company machines are like we don't have to worry about them having any like
Yeah,
lags.
you don't have to worry about this.
Okay, that is great. So, doctor, as you said, like people can resume their laser hair reduction services from Urban Company, even if they have taken it from somewhere else. So, if you could just enlighten them on the process in detail for a bit.
Got it. So, if you have taken a session from a regular clinic, say for instance, you have taken 2 sessions, you book a online online doctor consultation rather, with Urban Company. Once you book
Okay.
the doctor consultation, there will be a doctor that will take your history, ask you how many sessions you have taken, which body part are you looking at, explain you the urban company procedure, tell you that this is going to be the partner who's going to come at your home and follow the parameters that I tell her. These parameters are not only passed on to partner but also passed on to the customer. We also tell the customer that this is the parameters, this is the fluents that we are going to use for your session, so that they are educated, they also know what fluents is going to be used. Once these partners also are extremely trained, they have
Okay.
been doing laser for years, and we have offered these partners a job and retrained them UC style vigorously for a very long period of time to make sure that they are top notch. Once we are satisfied, we take their exams. They have to do they have to get 85 marks out of 100 to pass that exam and go on the floor for the customer, in spite of them doing laser for so many years, right?
Okay.
Because that's the standard of quality that we would want to keep for urban company. This partner will go to the customer's house and just follow the doctor's instruction. If doctor has said the fluence should be this or the frequency should be this, and these are the number of passes, and this is how you have to do it for this particular person, she will exactly just copy paste that service to the customer. Once this is done, she will tell the customer about the post care. The doctor will also inform the customer about the post care, which is a very basic routine that you should be following. And once you have done the post care, etc., you are just done. Yeah, that's about it. It's as simple as that. You speak to the doctor translates the information to the partner does the service for you, and you're sorted.
That is great. That is so simple. So basically, the processes are tailor made to one's requirements.
Yeah, absolutely customized so that everybody gets their due attention and everybody's skin is taken care of, because I understand everybody's apprehension to this particular process that we have been following.
Okay, that is great. That is so great. Okay, so next question is: are there any restrictions on sun exposure after taking the treatment?
Right. So, sun exposure is any which way is something that everybody speaks about very often. And I think applying a good sunscreen, be with or without laser, should be the routine go to, right? Like if whether you're doing a laser or not, it should not matter to you. You should apply a sunblock anyways. So that is one of the post care that we any which ways communicate to our customers. Apart from that, we tell them to moisturize their skin, and so that their skin does not is not dried up and stays hydrated for a very long time. And these kind of basic precautions are only told to them in the post care. So there is no hype undo post care precautions that we tell them. And exposure to sun will not really harm your skin a lot, but it's just good to wear sunscreen and moisturizer.
Okay, so sunscreen is like the basic OG for skincare
Yeah,
always.
yeah, absolutely. With or without laser, all of you should wear a sunscreen.
Exactly, that is so true. So, I would also like to remind the audience that the Urban Company app link has been pinned in the comments and the bio. So, do remember to visit it. So, Doctor, another question that I have is what would you say, like, if someone is considering getting a laser hair removal done, so but they have certain conditions, let's say skin conditions or something like that, so what would you suggest, what are the skin conditions or what are certain conditions for which someone should refer to a doctor before they go for a laser session, like it is a mandatory?
Got it. So, over here, Sanjana, what I would say is that if you have a small eruption or a cut or a bruise, you can just do a free doctor session from Urban Company. They will give you a cream. Once it subsides down, then after 2 days, you can go ahead and take your laser service. For small things, like it's just you apply a antibiotic cream or maybe a moisturizer if you have dryness, and you can get your session done. If you have a tattoo on that particular area, then you cannot do the laser hair reduction, because laser works on the melanin, so it will affect the pigment of the tattoo, right? Like if your tattoo is black in color, then it will work on that tattoo, and your tattoo might just get either lighten or get removed, or yeah, it will just not work on that particular area. So what we do is, if even if you have a tattoo, we just cover that area with a gauze and micropore tape, and then we do it on the rest of the bodies. That's okay, right? If you have one eruption or very small bruise or something like that, same, we apply a gauze, we put a micropore tape on that particular area, and we do the laser on the remaining body. That's fine. If you have dryness, right, then we tell you to apply moisturizer for 2 days, and then you come back, and then we do the laser for you. Now why do we do this? Because laser is not at all harmful. Okay, laser has zero side effects, but before the laser you do raising, you do the razor to remove your hair. This razor might just dry your skin off more if you have a dry skin, and that is why we are taking this precaution. Same with your eruptions and same with your bruises, etc., right? Like you can't shave on the area that you have a bruise, and that is why we are telling you that please apply this particular cream, come back to us in 2 days, and we'll get your session done. So that's the only requirement.
Okay, that is great. That is so great. I hope that the audience is posting their questions in the comment sections. We will get to it very soon. So, Doctor, the next question that I have for you is according to you, what would you think is like the. Okay, I forgot. I can't get it. What would you say is the like not even required, the stable, the uh, approved age for getting a laser hair reduction done?
Hmm.
Like by
Approved
which
age.
age?
Yeah, about the age of 15 years, according to me, works very well. So, because when you are much younger, you have a lot of hormonal imbalance. You're still settling in, right? Like you've just started your periods, etc., and you're just settling in. So, once your hormones kind of balance off and you start getting your monthly routine, so 15 years, 16 years is the ideal age after which you can go ahead and get your laser done.
Okay, okay, okay. That is great. So, how do hormones, like, do hormones play a role in this laser hair reduction and the regrowth, like the growth procedure and that? Does it affect the procedure anyhow?
It does not affect the procedure per se, but it affects your cycle of hair. Like I was explaining, anagen, catagen, and telogen. If you have hormonal imbalance, then your cycle of hair is different, and that is why you require more number of sessions. So it does not, like laser is not going to know that okay, this person has a hormonal issue versus this person does not. So I'm not going to work for her, but going to work for her. That does not happen. It's still going to work on the anagen hair. It's still going to target that particular set of hair. But the only thing is that it might take more sessions, the because your hair cycle might just be disrupted, and there would be unexpected hair growth where we knew that okay, this area was treated because of hormones. That's the only difference, which is why we say that you might require more sessions than normal person will.
Okay, okay, okay. That is quite informative. So, okay, coming towards the end of the questions. So, doctor, are there any overall restrictions that you would like to suggest someone needs to follow or needs to remember after they get a laser hair reduction done in order to get the perfect, like full results?
Sure. So just like I said, sunscreen and moisturizer is a must. That's that you should do with or without laser. It does not matter. Secondly, please don't wax, because if you wax, your hair will go away from the root and your laser it will not work. Hence, you need to have the root for the laser to work. So, do not wax. These are the two main things. Just keep gap between your any kind of beauty procedure, salon procedure, or clinic procedure and laser for 5 days. Like, for instance, if I have done a facial today, or if I have done a chemical peel today, just wait for 5 days to do your laser. The reason is that because you're going to use the razor and you've done a chemical peel or you've done a facial or any kind of service, your face might become dry because you're going to use the razor also to remove your hair. And hence, you should just wait for 5 days. So these are the very basic things that we tell. There is nothing like a sort of list of contraindications. Honestly, it's just a everyday routine kind of procedure or a service. It's not as hyped as it might sound to be. It's very, very simple. Try it once from Urban Company and tell me how you like it.
Sure, sure. Of course, that is that is a given. That is for sure. So, doctor, another question that I would like to ask you is there are there any areas in the body where there might be differences in the results of the laser hair reduction procedure, like where one might see in the difference in results, like one body part as compared to the other?
Correct. So on thick and coarse hair, the laser works very fast. It would seem like that. Okay. Overall, it will target the same amount of hair. So you might feel that after 3 to 4 sessions that, oh, my hair has reduced quite a bit and it's not coming. But it will still come. Hence, you will require 6 to 8 sessions for a underarm, or you do it on any other body part as well, on be it face, be it hands, be it legs. So, because your hair is thicker on underarms, it will just show that okay, you are getting uh, more results than you could see on your upper lip, but that's not going to be the case. Upper lip, you just want to do sessions more routine, like maybe monthly for first 3 months, and underarms would take a little time to for hair to grow back, but it is still going to come.
Okay, okay, sure, sure. Thank you so much, doctor. So guys, before we move to the audience questions, I would like to remind you that the Urban Company page is pinned to the bio and the description. Please do visit their page and check out their services. And now I would like to take a few audience questions again. Okay. So, first question that we have is for this treatment, what are the approximate charges for underarms?
Got it. Hi, Ipsita, and thank you for this question. What you can do is you can download the Urban Company app and just check out the charges for everything. It is much, much cheaper to the charges that you would see it otherwise also in rest of the market. We've kept it very basic and very cheap so that everybody and anybody can do it. We don't want to make it luxury because it's not. It's just daily routine, it's just convenience, it's just mandatory for everybody to get a laser hair reduction done and just get done with this hair, right? So the charges are absolutely reasonable. I would not want to tell you the exact amount. I would want you to go at Urban Company's app and see it for yourself and be surprised.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, next question that we have is from Malika, and she asks the pros of laser over wax.
Good question, Malika. So waxing is very, very temporary. Once you wax, it's gonna come back again after a month. Basically, you're doing this procedure every month from the age of maybe 15, 16 years until 45, 50, your menopause maybe, or even more. I don't know, right? Like, so many years, monthly, you're going to be doing this, which is crazy and so much pain. It's a lot of pain. I have done bikini waxing and I was jumping on the bed. I think it's terrible, isn't it? So two direct
Absolutely.
pros I would tell you is that one, this is permanent within 6 to 8 sessions, which is approximately maybe a year because you don't do session every month also. So maybe approximately a year you'll be done versus your maybe 30 years of waxing every month. So this is so much of saving of your time, right? And your resources also. Because if you calculate the money, Every month, if you wax for good 30 years versus your 8 sessions of laser, trust me, laser is cheaper. I have calculated it and I can tell you very confidently on that. Second is the laser. Urban Company laser specifically is painless. It's diode machine, painless with a very cool tip, so it's absolutely comfortable. And just like I was telling you, waxing is very, very painful. So these are your major pros against waxing. I don't think there is even a competition between waxing and laser, because one is temporary, which is waxing, and laser is absolutely a permanent process.
Absolutely, absolutely. I would like, seriously, that is like, this is, I would say, like, this is a very good investment, one time investment. So,
True.
the next question that we have is from Ashu, and she asks, how many sessions are compulsory for eyebrows?
Hey, hi, Ashu. So, whatever body part that you opt for, you should go for 6 to 8 sessions. Just like I have mentioned earlier, you will require these amount of sessions for your 90% or more reduction.
Okay, okay. So, thank you, Ashu, for your question. So, the next question that we have is, uh, okay, this is interesting. So, do the doctors get the test run before starting the laser treatment?
Hmm, very interesting. So, according to me, I don't think you require a test run. I think you'll be just fine. It's as basic as it can get. If you can go for waxing or if you can go for shaving, you can definitely do the laser. There is nothing different. Trust me. When you do it yourself, you will understand, Parul, of what I am saying, that why it is so convenient. However, Urban Company still has trial sessions which are priced lower than your normal sessions. You can just try it out if you are very, very worried. But as per me, directly go for it. Don't worry. You'll know why.
Absolutely. So, next we have Gunjan's question is, how much reliable is this procedure?
Hmm. So, Gunjan, this procedure is itself USFD approved. You can imagine the amount of trials and testing they would have done, the amount of research, literature they would have had on its effects, safety, contraindications, pre care, post care, all of that, right? Like in 1995 and 1996, it was so much hyped that before that there were tons of experiments that were done, and then it got approved by USFDA, and everybody started using commercially after 1996. So if it is happening all across the world and if it is certified with such a great power of institute, then I don't think we should even question the reliability of this particular service or this particular science. It's a great research that people have done, and I'm just going to trust them because the authority has given them the sanction to do this across the world.
Absolutely. Thank you for your question, Gunjan. So, next we have is Megha's question, and she asks, how does the laser work even on wrinkled skin type?
Right. Hi, Mega. So, Mega, laser does not work on your skin, it works on your hair. It does not matter what kind of skin you have, oily, dry, wrinkled, sensitive, whatever kind of skin you would have, it will not matter because it's not going to affect your skin. For example, if I have a hair here, right, it's going to, the laser light beam is going to go in, work on the hair follicle, and come back. It does not affect the skin at all. So it will not even understand, in fact, that what kind of skin you have for it to do any kind of effect or bad effect or a good effect. It just does not consider that okay, there is a skin also. It's just a medium for the laser light to go inside, and it does not matter what skin type you have.
Okay, that is great. So, next Parul asks is it completely safe?
Yes, Urban Company laser is completely safe because it is USFD approved. It is a diode machine. It has triple wavelength. It has a cool tip. It is safe, effective, fast, and everything that you have been looking for in a laser machine. We have been using this machine for a very long time now to a lot of customers, and I can vouch and tell on behalf of my customers that they are very happy.
Great, great. So I'll just take a moment to remind the audience that the Urban Company page link is pinned in the comment and the description. So please make sure that you check them out. Uh, okay, and the next we have is the question. Okay, from Jody. I get ingrown hair that turns into cysts. So will this cause more? Okay.
Right. Hi, Judy. I understand your concern pretty well. Basically, this condition is called folliculitis. What happens is that because you have such deep rooted hair, the area around the hair is infected by bacteria, and there is a bacterial infection that turns into boils or cyst, which is called folliculitis. Okay. So, for you, it is all the more important to do laser because once you do the laser, your hair will stop coming in around 6 to 8 sessions, right? Like there's going to be reduction 90%. If you don't have hair, how are you going to have cysts or boils? You'll be free from these things. So when you have active cysts, etc., the doctor at Urban Company will recommend you a cream. Once they become a little better, then after 2 to 3 days, once you apply the cream and your wounds heal a little bit, then we will do the laser service for you so that the razor does not really affect your skin or affect your cyst and give you any kind of discomfort. Okay, and then we will shave that area and do the laser. Trust me, with every session you will see that the hair is getting lesser and your cysts and boils are also getting lesser. It's very, just try it out, Judy. I know it's going to work for you because I know how painful the cysts and boils can be, right? Like, I understand your concern, and after 6 to 8 sessions you will be blessed to have a skin free of these because you will not have hair only to form any kind of cysts or boils.
Great. I hope Jody, you really try this out and do check them out. So next question, doctor, that we have is so is there any treatment in Urban Company for pigmentation?
Hmm. Hey Sanjay, not yet. Not yet. We are right now focused on getting laser hair reduction at a very affordable price with a great machine and a great partner and an amazing doctor. Right? We want to solve for this particular problem pan India, and we want every normal person to come and do laser for their convenience. It should not be a luxury to anybody. Once we have done with this, we will come back to you with pigmentation as well.
Great. So we'll keep a lookout for that. So, doctor, the last question that we would be taking is there any treatment from acne and pimple?
Got it. Hi, Sangeeta. So again, no. We will still be considering to do laser for everybody. Every person, every female who has been waxing for so many years should get a laser done, and we will focus on getting this necessity problem solved pan India. Once we have taken a good step here and solved this particular problem, we'll come up with problems like pigmentation and acne solutions as well.
Great, great. So that is really good. So, Dr. Shreya, thank you so much. You have enlightened us today with such great knowledge about this procedure, which I'm sure will be extremely beneficial to everyone who is considering getting laser hair reduction done. So,
Thank you for having me again. It was
thank
fun.
you so much. So, with this, we come to the end of today's session. It was personally very enlightening and helpful for me, and I will surely surely consider getting a laser hair removal treatment done from Urban Company very soon. And I also hope that our audiences have found this session equally helpful and informative. Thank you once again, Dr. Shreya, for such an interesting discussion. And I would also like to take a moment to thank the audience for pitching in with their questions. We hope that we could answer a majority of them. And with this, I would like to take your leave. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.